and he put black dye on his beard. I was like, oh, that's
look 20 years
hard
younger.
no.
All the chicks are digging it.
Oh, it was so weird. I mean, super black. And you didn't win that race either, so maybe the black dye isn't for you.
All right, we're 3 minutes away from starting the show, and we're going to have our folks from the Community Foundation come up, and they're going to start. We're going to do our check presentation to start off the show. Boy, it got quiet all of a sudden.
Maybe you should do a jig.
Kelly, who's coming up with you? You guys.
Susie.
Come on up. Kelly and Susie, come on up now. And Marie, just keep it backwards right now. All right, 2 minutes. I'm going to make sure everybody at home can listen. Sound okay out there in Facebook land?
Hello, incoming co-president. Yes, exactly. Every once in a while, I have a good memory.
My dog, Ruggable.
Oh, okay.
Throw right in the water.
Oh, yeah. Ruggables. They're rugs that the dogs.
At the end, I was doing it 3 times a day.
Oh.
All right, 1 minute.
Yeah, he got my lip. He bit him last weekend. I mean,
Hello, Robin.
Yeah, well, I know. Yeah, I know. Really, but she wasn't terrible.
well, that's what he did the other day. I had a friend who's just talking before you, and she'll retrieve her phone.
This is Beach Talk Radio.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all ships at sea. This is your captain speaking, Mean Gene. Mean Gene. The following will be a test of the ship's whistle, the sonar alarm, the cable alarm, and the atomic attack alarm.
Ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting live from the Margaritaville Terrace on Fort Myers Beach, 100 feet from the Gulf of America. Here are your award-winning social media superstars, the hosts of Beach Talk Radio, Kim and Ed Ryan.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming and hanging out here at Margaritaville. We are live on the terrace for our Saturday morning show. The Megan Rose Band just finished an hour and a half of music after our 5K race. The weather was beautiful today for a race and a walkout on Fort Myers Beach, and we appreciate everybody coming out. And our race today, Bob, where are you? Our race, I need you to turn it a little bit. Our race today was to benefit the Fort Myers Beach Community Foundation, and we have great guests lined up for the show. And no, I need you to turn the camera so that the Community Foundation is more on it and less of me. There you go. Perfect. And we want to thank our sponsors and all the volunteers and everybody coming out running on the sand today. It was a perfect day
really
for a run.
Little windy,
Little
but
windy.
It was perfect.
When they were coming around the first turn, they ran south for a half a mile, and then they came back for 1 mile. The time was
doing math.
The time was 6:28, and I was like, "Wow, this is really going to be a fast run." And then when they didn't come back at 18 or 19, we were like, "Okay, what's going on? Did somebody fall in a hole down there, or what's this soft sand down there?" But there was a little bit of soft sand because of the beacher nourishment, and also the wind was blowing that way, so it kind of slowed them down. But it was still a great time. We had over
21. What was it? 21 minutes, 20 minutes. The main guy finished. The first guy finished. That's not really being slow.
Yeah, but if you're running a 5K, right, Brian? If you're running a 5K on pavement, you're talking 17, 18 minutes for the super fast runners. And you probably would have finished today in 19 if you would have ran.
Oh,
but
Lord, I would be lucky to finish in 30. 33 or 32. I think I would have kept up with Jim
Adderholt, the vice mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's run every single race that we put on. The vice mayor has run. By the way, if you have not,
said I'm back in the medal contention.
Please, if you have not registered for the prize, we're giving away the prize right at 12 o'clock before the band comes back on. So raise your hand and Bob will come around. We have our great friends from the Fort Myers Beach Community Foundation here. Jane and Kelly and Susie are here. And the Fort Myers Beach Community Foundation earlier this week gave away $104,000. They raise money throughout the year, and then they give it out. Yep.
To a bunch of different groups, and then a bunch of different individuals in the form of scholarships, right?
That's right. Yes, we gave out to 14 different organizations and nonprofits, and then we gave away 14 different scholarships to individuals that are affiliated somehow or another with the 33931 zip code. Whether their parents work on the beach or they work on the beach, they were eligible to get these scholarships. And then we also gave a pass-through endowment scholarship to FSW, Florida Southwestern State College. So yeah.
And
it was great. And seeing those kids up there talking about where they were going to school and what they were studying, I was blown away. Biochemistry, this, that, and the other thing, physical therapist. There was a lot of.
I've been a biochemist for a long time, and it's nice to see kids following in my field.
You can't even get out of math. You're barely in double-digit addition at this point. So they were. It was great.
It was really
see.
neat. So earlier, I just have to tell you about this real quick. When we were up passing out the bagels and bananas and things, we had a mother come up and thank us because we had given their son last year a scholarship, which enabled him to go to school. And he just got hired on by the Fort Myers Beach Fire Department.
Oh,
very cool. Yeah, very nice.
And he came and thanked us also. And it was kind of a tearjerker moment. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. We appreciate you guys coming down and volunteering today. And the Island Pancake House is where you held your event this year, which was a great time. And the food was
phenomenal.
I don't usually eat out during the week, but that burrito was delicious.
It's always good. Yeah.
And those chips. The chips.
You need to learn how to make those chips.
And salsa were so good.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was yum.
You guys do different fundraisers throughout the year. The two biggest ones are the casino night and
fashion
show at Santini Plaza with our good friend Anita from Jackass Coffee.
You just had to get that in there.
Everybody keeps saying we need to put coffee mugs together that say Jackass Coffee. It's just like that was the funniest thing.
Maybe they could put your face on a donkey's body.
She's off to a swimming start today, everybody. So we thought, being that you're now it's starting at zero again, right? You have zero money in the bank.
Yeah, well, we try to keep a little bit in there, being a nonprofit, but not much at all. So yeah, it'll start over next year.
Yep. Jane and Susie, do you want to say anything, or is Kelly just going to grab the microphone the whole time? Or
well, in addition to the charities
nice and close.
We work for, we also do beach cleanups here 5 times a year.
Right.
We go out, we work with Keep Lee County Beautiful, and they give us all the supplies and we hand them out. And
all right. Well, we would like to start to refill your coffers after today's race. We're going to give you a nice little big check for $5,000.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh my God. That's amazing.
All right. That's
wonderful.
By the way, this is my handwriting. I am big on neat handwriting because dudes.
You do have really good handwriting.
Because I don't think guys practice handwriting enough. No. So you can keep the big check. Hopefully there's a place to put it. And the real check is taped to the back right there.
Oh,
and we thank you guys so much. And we appreciate the relationship we have with the Community Foundation.
Yes, we do too. Thank you so much.
Thank you
very much.
Big hand for our friends from the Fort Myers Beach Community Foundation. Thank you, Kelly.
Awesome.
You guys can take that. Keep the big check too. So yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All righty.
I'm surprised you're giving away the big check.
No, you know what happened was the first time we did a race, I thought I was just going to give the check. You know, you give the check to the person, you do it with a race board marker, and then you take the check back. And I think Heidi from FMB Struck, she's like, "Fuck you, I'm taking the check." No, she said that. She's like, "Go buy another check." So it was a great idea. She did say that. Heidi would say that. If you know Heidi, she would say that to you. So. All right, before Ben, real quick, we have somebody from the Margaritaville.
Does not want to follow that.
Margaritaville. Where is Ruben's coming on? Ruben's going to tell us real quick what's going on at the resort. Then Ben is coming on from Tuna Skin there's a lot of stuff going on down at Tuna Skin. So come on down, Ruben, and tell everybody. I can't say the F word.
No, come on down.
You can't with me, man.
Ruben, grab a microphone. Tell everybody what you do here.
Hey, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Thank you very much for having me.
Thank
man.
you for so much. What's your job here?
I'm the general manager here at JWB Grill.
Nice.
JWB Grill is, I like to say, it's the hidden gem here at Margaritaville. We don't open till 4 o'clock, and we are on the second floor, right above the beach bar. We have a lot going on this. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, so we have a lot. We have our Sunday brunch that we kicked off a couple months ago. You were part of that as well. Thank you very much for helping us promote
People
that.
love
Yeah,
it.
it's been a
Sherry
huge
and
success.
Doreen were one of the first customers
Love
there.
that. Thank you so very much for joining us. It's been a huge success. We're very busy tomorrow. You know, it's Sunday brunch is something that we're going to be continue to do on moving forward. We'd love to see every single one of you guys there. Love to take care of you. We offer great mimosas. We offer specialty cocktails, and
You keep talking about drinks. People are going to walk right over there now.
Let's go right
They
now,
don't
man.
open till
We'll
4.
open up the bar. I'll open up the
Right.
bar early. We'll get the happy hour
And the
going.
view
Yes.
there
Yes,
is phenomenal.
Yeah, so JWB, it's casual sophistication with island hospitality. So I like the way is how I like to describe it. And we have great views of the Gulf. We have a happy hour Monday through Thursday from 4 to 9 on drinks and some excellent food that our chefs prepare. We have fresh fish coming in daily right off the Gulf, and our chefs, Chef Ashley and Chef James, are always making some outstanding dishes with great flavors. And let's see, we also do we validate parking as well at JWB for anyone that spends $50 or more. Let's also any special occasions that you have coming up, any birthdays, anniversaries, we do a complimentary dessert. Our key lime is to die for, so please come and check us out. We'd love to take care of you guys, man.
What brings you to Fort Myers Beach? How'd you wind up here?
I'm actually born and raised from Chicago, man. I've moved out here almost a year ago.
Wow.
So I've been here with my girlfriend. Her family moved out here 5 years ago. They retired out here. They're right on Fort Myers as well. So, you know, we've talked about moving out here for the last couple of years, and we just decided to make the change all of a sudden.
Is that mousse in your hair? Do you have mousse in your hair?
It's duck glaze from the kitchen, actually.
Duck glaze. So you draw people in right with the smell of your hair.
That's how we do it, man. You know.
No, seriously, is that mousse?
No, sir. It's
No.
paste.
It's paste.
Yes, sir.
What is that? Like, how does that? Is that a different kind of
It's
mousse?
in a tin can.
Yeah,
And
it's in a tin can. I really don't read the ingredients, man.
I
It's
see.
just it does what I want it to do with my hair.
So you
He's jealous because he doesn't
You're
have
hating,
any
aren't you?
hair.
the whole
Oh,
mousse thing has me. I
won't have
might
any
have
hair.
asked Ben one time if you put mousse in his hair, but he decided to go with a hat today. Oh yeah, he's got
Oh,
lovely hair.
he's
the
got some hair.
flowing
He's got
locks.
some hair.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna ask.
He's like got the surfer dude look over
Look,
there.
look at how thin Ben looks. Holy,
I'm jealous,
moly, he's
man.
totally
I'm actually going to cue ball by the end of the summer, so it'll be
All right.
Now the brunch
Yes, ma'am.
tomorrow, is it the same brunch every week?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We'll be offering the same brunch menu. You can make reservations online or through the phone, open table. We also have a QR code.
Are you totally booked up for tomorrow for
Absolutely
Mother's
not.
Day?
We're extremely busy, but yeah, we'll definitely take on it. We're happy to
If
take
You'll
somebody
fit
wants-
somebody in?
Absolutely.
If somebody wants to make reservations for tomorrow, where do they go?
You can just call and ask for Ruben, man. We'll make
All
sure
right.
we'll get you in. Anybody has an issue, just please ask for me, and I'm happy to get you in.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on, and
No,
we'll see you
thank
over
you so
there.
much for the
Big
opportunity
hand
to
for
be here, man.
Ruben
Thank
from
Thank you, everyone. Hope to see everyone soon.
JWB Grill. Hope you guys can get a chance to go over there and enjoy it. Thanks very much, Ruben. We appreciate
Thank
your time
you.
coming on, man. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Good to meet you.
All right, here's a long-time friend of the show. Everybody
Hi.
knows Ben.
Just-
Ben's been on for.
I'm getting in real close.
Yeah, you're like
He
what
loves
is
to
this,
snuggle
your
up with you, dear.
fifth time?
I would say it's probably like the 7th or 8th.
Yeah,
You were on back in the Pete's Time Out days.
way
Yes.
back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
our first grouper grapple, which was at least for me that I was part of, it was 5-6 years ago.
Wow.
So
So the last time I think I called you, or at least I was emailing back and forth with you, was when I told you that the Florida Structural Group went bankrupt
yeah,
because they were a major sponsor of yours for this or for something else.
they were a supporter for our grouper grapple. yeah.
Okay. Have you been able to replace that, or are you still looking for a major sponsor?
So, I mean, if people are willing to reach out and they want to sponsor a charity golf tournament, please reach out to us. We've kind of put a couple things on hold right now and kind of reassessing the whole situation right now. But, you know, we're always up for starting conversations with not just the grouper grapple, but
Gotcha.
we look for a lot of sponsors and partners with a lot of our events.
You're doing a golf.
We are actually doing a fishing tournament next weekend.
You
That's
said
what I
golf
thought.
tour- you said golf tournament.
That's
Oh, did
why
I say golf? Sorry.
he not-
Yeah, totally
I might have
confusing.
said golf.
I was like,
then I'm
wait
wrong.
a minute.
Did you mean golf?
When are grouper on the
Wait, did you mean
Grouper
golf?
are in the golf.
Have you been drinking today, Ben?
No, not yet. It is early, but that doesn't matter. It is Florida
When
too.
are you
So
doing a golf tournament?
sorry, I was
Okay.
thinking because we're sponsoring a golf tournament at our new Sarasota location.
Okay.
We're partnering and we're
Like
doing some
regular,
raffle items.
like
yeah, like not
with
golf,
clubs and
but the
not
golf.
with the
Gotcha.
O, not the U.
Yes.
So, by the way, everybody, when I said the F word earlier, Heidi is watching. She said I did say that. I just want to confirm that I did say that. So I didn't make that up. She did say that.
Oh, you have fact checkers on your show too.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Imagine that.
haters. Don't worry.
Of course.
So when is the Grouper Grappler? And give us the details.
So actually, we're our
And
next
bring a fishing pole.
Our next fishing tournament is our Mid-May Mayhem
Oh, yeah.
fishing tournament, which is next weekend. It is a beach fishing tournament on Fort Myers Beach. So you don't need a boat, you don't need a bunch of expensive equipment, just a fishing rod and a partner. So it's a team fishing tournament actually.
I want to do that.
You
When is
should do
it?
that. Well, I happen to have a flyer for you
Oh,
too.
well,
Imagine
there we
that.
go. Look at that.
And it is the 17th.
That's
It's
my
coming
mom's
up next
birthday.
week, and it is your mom's birthday. Was it your mom that made friends at the Shrimp Festival?
Oh, she does. Whoa. Yes, she does.
What
And we
in
got
the
some
world?
wind
It's a
picking
lot
up.
of windy here
What is
today.
I mean, where did this wind come from all of a sudden? I mean, it
Well,
feels
there
nice
are-
though, doesn't it?
yeah. The weather is beautiful, but there are storms rolling in later. Yes, the 17th. She made friends at the you guys
at the
were
Shrimp
so
Festival,
nice.
and
Yep.
it was right in front of Tuna Skin, and it was, it was some Tuna Skin parents and people and stuff, and you guys were right there. And last I heard, you
Made
guys
sure
made
she had an
fast
umbrella.
friends. Yep.
Yep.
Folks, for just a
So
little.
May 17th is going to be the on the beach fishing
On
tournament.
the beach fishing tournament.
It's a team.
It's a team event, so find a partner. It's $75 for adults. We have a
I'm
junior
looking for
division.
a partner because he doesn't know how to fish.
How about that video when you and I go out on? How would we get out there? Oh, it's on the sand.
no, this
You ever
is
seen
on- yeah.
Leslie Nielsen's Dwarf Goes Fishing? That's
Leslie
kind of.
Nielsen.
Did I just age myself?
He was in Airplane too.
He
Wasn't
was
he?
in
Was he
Airplane.
with
I
an
think they
Airplane with
call
O.J.
him
Simpson?
and Naked Gun.
Was
and
he in
Naked-
Airplane with O.J. Simpson?
He was. Yep.
Wow, dear, we
Shirley,
should
you
do
can't
that.
be serious.
We
I
should-
am, and don't call me Shirley. Yeah.
We should do that fishing tournament. We really should.
Team fishing tournament. It'll be the 17th. $75. You guys could
We
join.
could do it.
When have you ever
You could
fished?
live
I
stream your
fished.
fishing
I
tournament.
fished during the last Ali Frazier fight.
Yeah.
I was
Oh, there
fishing
you go.
during that.
I want a real.
And just so
person
you
of
know, there's a
fishing.
difference between fishing and catching. You guys would
True.
probably be fishing,
yes.
hoping that you're
You can't
catching.
use a net. No
no
nets.
nets, just
Okay.
hook and line. And
How many people usually get?
So right now we're up to about 30, 35 teams. So we're looking at about 60, 70 participants. And
Nice.
we're open for another week up until Wednesday is when our sign up
And
is.
it's catch and release. So they catch it, measure it,
They
take a
catch
picture
it.
of
So when
them.
you show up at Tuna Skin. We
Mhm.
do the captain's meeting. We give you a ruler and it's got your number specific to you. So when you catch your fish, you put your fish out and then you put the ruler out. You can't put the fish over the ruler because then you can fold the ruler in the back and make like a little additional.
Wow.
So the ruler has to be clearly visible, and then the fish, and then you text us or email us the picture of your fish. And while the tournament is going, we're putting all the results in.
Cool.
So by the time the tournament's over with, we have all the results, and then we're meeting over at Wahoo Willie's to do the awards.
What is the date
Let
again?
me just add
17th.
May 17th, my mom's birthday.
All right, with your
What's the
mom.
biggest fish that has come in?
Last year, somebody brought in well, they didn't bring it in, but
Right,
they
right,
caught
right.
and took a picture of and measured a 4 to 4.5 foot sawfish.
Sawfish. Now, what does a sawfish look
Oh,
like?
Sawfish looks like
They're
they're
endangered,
related
right?
to skates and sharks and rays. They
They've
kind of
got a
look like
long thing on them and,
and they-
teeth everywhere.
they got
How,
teeth
how
around
long? How
it.
long was it?
It was about 4.5 feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
What were they
They're having
using
a
for
hard
bait?
time with those.
They were using, I believe, jigs, soft plastics.
So okay, so I would need a fishing pole, and then I would need somebody to put the wire on the fishing pole, right? I mean,
Or the line. Yeah.
or the line on the fishing pole.
Wire. This
how
is
far-
why I don't want him as a partner.
Like, do you put weights on it? How far out does it have? Can I put a bobber on it?
You can put a bobber on it.
Okay.
You can fish however you want. You want to get worms?
Yeah.
You can get worms. I mean, you're not going to catch anything.
You
but
can't
you
catch
can
anything
fish
with
with
worms.
worms.
Okay.
Your favorite thing is hot dogs. That's what you like to fish with. Little pieces of hot dogs.
You
out
know,
there.
I have caught some of my best fish on a Snoopy rod with
There you
little
go.
pieces of bacon.
Yeah.
There you go.
It works.
So what is the prize?
The prize, so first place is $750.
Sweet.
Second, third goes down from there. We have a biggest fish category, so it doesn't matter what the species, just the biggest fish. We also have a junior category, and we have a trash fish category. So if you just can't catch any of the fish that are in our specific species categories, if you're catching ladyfish, we have the biggest ladyfish.
Wow.
There's a sawfish.
Wow. That is pretty
They're
cool.
related to skates
Did you
and sharks.
catch it?
Is that the one that
Wow.
won last year? I don't know if anyone can see that. Can you put that close to the camera, Donia,
Yeah,
so people can see
those
that
things
are
are
watching?
those things are cool.
They're endangered too.
They are
so if
endangered,
you catch
yeah.
them,
That
if
is
you
cool.
see them, you actually report them to
Yep.
state agencies.
Really?
They're
Yeah.
tracking them and trying to. They're
Yeah, because they're having a whole issue down in the Keys where they're like in this
They're
whole
swimming in-
spinning.
Did you hear about the black bears that are mauling people in Charlotte
yes,
County?
I was driving through the Everglades and I took a right on what is it, 27, 28, whatever it is.
29.
29, and I'm driving through the Everglades. We were just in the Keys for an event, the Songwriters Festival in the Keys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm driving through, I see 20, 30 FWC cars. I drive through right next to that house. They have the dogs and people with shotguns walking around and
Wow.
the horses and
It's a
everything.
shame
It was
because-
that morning. I was there.
I just
Yeah.
wish they could catch them and relocate them.
Me
The
too.
bears, yeah.
Yeah. Now the whole gator attack thing, I don't feel as friendly towards the gators as I do the bears. But you
Is
cannot.
it because the gators aren't cuddly?
Yeah, they're not as.
Is it
cute.
because your kids didn't fall asleep with a teddy alligator?
No. I just. It's the whole prehistoric look.
Okay.
But
all right. It's the look.
But you cannot really. You shouldn't be kayaking in.
Wow, that was
In the
crazy.
lakes
Did you hear about
during
that story
mating
too?
season?
In the
The
lakes
lady
during
that-
mating season.
Yeah.
So anywhere in Florida, you shouldn't be kayaking
Just
for
go out in the
a
Gulf.
good 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us about Tuna Skin, how things are going there. For everybody knows, Tuna Skin was one of the first businesses that had a trailer on the island over where they're located now, and their new building looks. Your new building
It's
looks
so
fabulous.
nice.
It's so cool looking. And how are things going there? And
Things are going really well. We just opened up, and I say just about a month and a half ago, we opened up a location on Siesta Key up in Sarasota.
Sweet.
Nice.
So we had that grand opening. So if you haven't been up there, go visit Siesta Key, go visit Sarasota, go visit the Village. We're right there in the Village, and it's a brand new location. And it seems to work
Is
out.
that
really
like
well
the
for
Village
us.
is?
Not like the Village is, but the Village.
I
There's
see.
less golf carts,
I
less
see.
less canasta and bingo,
I see.
more tuna
And,
skin
um,
and beach.
yeah.
I got you.
Now,
And-
tell people that aren't familiar with Tuna Skin all of the apparel that you have, because it's
So
not just shirts that have special
so
stuff.
we're an
stink.
aquatic apparel company, which is a fancy way of saying we produce performance apparel. So it's quick dry, sun protected, wick away, antimicrobial, also makes julienne fries. There's lots of things that go with these. And it is, we've got shirts, we have hats, we have shorts. We don't just purchase shirts to plaster our name on it. These are manufactured for us to specifications, or we do the manufacturing. So we've got a lot of stuff offering. And, a lot of people, they'll call in and they'll say, hey, I got this specific shirt 6 months ago. Can I get it again? We're a small batch company. So we only create a certain amount of specific shirts or shorts or hats or whatever. And when we're out, most of the time we're out and we
You
move
go on to
on
the
to
next
another
one.
style.
Yeah.
So we're not like
and
a
it's all SPF to like 80 or 50 or
it's all SPF to 35.
Okay.
But that is based on the tightness of the weave. So we don't add any chemicals to the fibers, the fabrics to give it a higher SPF or UPF.
and really you
factor.
shouldn't be out in the sun that damn long. I mean, 35 is enough.
You shouldn't, but we are in Florida, so most people spend the entire time. The biggest and weirdest request I've gotten in the store
Oh,
is
perfect.
people that come in and they demand that they get a sun protected tank top.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
They want to make sure they're protected by the sun in their tank top.
Yeah. So
There you go.
the other thing, two things is I want to make sure we mention the owners of Tuna Skin. Anita talked about how they called her when Milton was coming through, and they called her and said, "We're loading all of your stuff up in a 18-wheel or whatever it was." I mean, they live on the beach.
Yep.
They love Fort Myers Beach, and they're committed to everything that goes on to make sure the beach recovers and everything. And I didn't know that they were part of that too. So they are big supporters of Fort Myers
embedded
Beach.
in the community.
Yes.
And I think that's with all of our retail stores. I mean, there's a lot of people that sell shirts. But when you become part of a community,
Yeah, we have some over
exactly,
here.
exactly. But when you guys know, you guys are part of the community. That's kind of what your driving force is. When you're part of the community, people take a pride in that.
Mhm.
People take a pride in saying, "Oh, I wear tuna skin." When they go back up for 6 months, back up north, nobody wears tuna skin up there. So we're trying to get up there, but they can show their tuna skin shirts off to everyone they live around and go, "Hey, this is where I live down in Fort Myers Beach or Sarasota or Key West." And it's a sense of pride.
Yes.
And that's what, we try to create with all of our retail stores.
And how old is the business?
Technically 2009 was when we
I
got
thought you were going
bad.
to ask him how old he was.
How
Well, how
am
old
I?
are you?
How old do I look?
I'm
you're
trying to
pushing
remember.
40.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Now we can't let you
Now,
go.
did you get married?
we can't
Did I
let
get
you go
married
without
in,
asking
the last
about.
month?
We can't let you go without asking about your personal life.
And your dog? Don't you have a dog?
I do have a dog. I do have a dog.
I know you.
What's the girlfriend status?
How's the girlfriend status?
It's none.
I have a dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're
And I love my dog, and my dog is easier to live with.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it a golden retriever?
It is not. He's actually a Staffordshire Bull Terrier.
So-
Gotcha.
He's
We have
about
one of
yay
those.
big. His name is Bowden, but he also answers to Doofus because he's a big doofus.
So do you have a
So does
girlfriend?
he.
Do I have a girlfriend? Not currently.
Yeah.
Are you propositioning?
No. I am.
No, but I think
happily
we
married.
need to find you a good.
Yeah, you're a
fit.
good-looking guy.
You're a nice
thin.
guy. You're a good person.
Yes, you're a
They
nice
don't-
person.
They don't
We
know
need
me
more
very
people.
well.
Why?
No,
why
we
can't you
do.
keep a girlfriend, Ben? What happened?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Thank you. Where's my belt?
You
For
and
those
my
of you-
psychiatrist are working on that one right now, and maybe a couple more months of weekly sessions, and we'll
But
figure
you
that
were-
out,
but-
and I'll report back.
But you were close to getting married until my wife put the kibosh on that. You remember that,
what?
right? She said
No.
something to piss off your.
didn't.
You did.
She may have said something, but
Yes.
that might not have been the first thing to piss off my ex-girlfriend. So, you might have been a little part of that, but there's clearly more.
Do you
So-
stay in
For the
touch
people
with her?
that don't know, he can take a ribbing.
Oh,
we're
of
not
course,
being mean to
of
him.
course.
Yeah, I don't think we're making anybody in this audience uncomfortable. The hope is that Ben's just a slightly uncomfortable. I mean, do you?
It
No.
takes a lot for me to get
Okay, all
uncomfortable.
right.
You're
let,
lucky
let
I have
me try.
pants
Let me
on.
try. Do you stay in touch with your ex-girlfriend? Like you were going to get married, weren't you?
And
I think that was the rub.
Here, let me
dear.
ask. Let him
Sometimes-
answer the goddamn question.
He said he censored himself. Do you see that?
Yeah,
I did.
right.
Gosh
I don't want to
dang
say that.
question.
So what went south on that? What happened?
What went south on
Yeah.
that? Sometimes we grow up and we learn.
Did she
and-
grow up or did you grow up?
Yes to both.
Hey, Oprah.
I need a couch and some water and maybe a warm towel on my forehead. And we'll start with when I was born, and we can work my
Now,
way through all my troubles.
when did you last go out on a date?
When did I last go out on a date?
Why do you keep
Jeez.
repeating all my questions?
Because
that's
it's
the
called
strategy
stalling.
That's right.
So when did I last go out
That's
on a
twice
date?
now.
Are there any
It would
single
be-
females
It would have
here?
to be
Raise your
probably
hand.
about 6 months ago.
Sir,
Where'd
put
you
your
go?
arm down.
I can see the sun coming off the top of your head. You might not be in my
your demo?
realm. Yeah.
Where did you go when you went
Where
out on
did I-
that
It was a
date?
coffee date.
What
It
coffee shop?
Starbucks.
You went to
Starbucks
Starbucks.
is easy. It's
What was the
safe.
conversation like? What did you talk about?
Most of the time, let's see. What did we talk about? We talked about
The dogs,
the dog.
probably.
The dogs.
Like,
and
how do
easy.
you break a conversation like that? Was it a blind?
Are
was
you
it a-
looking for tips? Are things not going
Are you-
well?
I'm hoping so.
Are things-
If I
or-
can push him off.
Or
Wait.
I know that you
Yeah.
have one that's about to get married. Are you looking for
No,
kind
they're
of partners
married.
that
She
you
got
can?
married.
She did.
Yeah,
Yep,
low.
and
She
she's
did?
gonna have a
Save me
baby.
30
Oh
grand.
wow.
Yeah.
So, Ben,
So did she get these
I'm
kind
not
of
going to
questions?
lose my place.
No, because she eloped.
So,
She
Ben,
was smart. Yes.
Yes.
so did you find her on a dating app or did you know her?
At my
Yeah. Are
age,
you swiping left or
at
right?
my age, it's tough because you don't go out to bars anymore. You
Right.
you
Right.
just kind of. I enjoy.
You didn't answer the question. Was it a dating
It's
app?
called stalling.
I-
I'm going to
okay, was
repeat
it a
what you
dating
say,
app?
and then I'm not going to answer
How
the
old
question.
was she?
It was a dating app. She was in her late 30s.
Yeah. What did she do for a living?
Well, that we didn't get to.
Wow. So no second date.
No
What
second
are the
date.
dating apps now? Is it still what is that?
Oh,
dating app?
if you know
I
of a
shouldn't
niche,
say
there's
anything.
probably a dating app.
Really?
for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So
not that I have all of them, but I'm just saying, if you know a niche, how did we get more people showing up? Is this conversation that enthralling? Is my
People
personal
love-
life like people just come out of their hotel
for
rooms?
some reason, people.
All the single females are coming out.
Well,
all the
I
single
live,
ladies.
I live
all
in
the single
Inglewood,
ladies.
so all the single females are pushing about 80, 85.
That's our demo too.
Level up.
I know. And I'm looking for one that doesn't mind buying me a Porsche and
Yeah.
a yacht.
Or a golf
So-
cart,
or-
so
yeah,
you can
you
live
know.
in the villages with her.
Exactly. That'll be our second home.
Oh, anything else about I don't even know why you came on.
I don't know either. We,
Wait.
we
Grouper
talked about
grapple
the
and
the fishing tournament. So
Yes.
we're doing our fishing tournament, Mid-May Mayhem. Sign up, tunaskin.co. Check us out on Facebook, social media, Instagram, Twitter, all of those.
and then that's the first one. And then when is the grouper grapple?
Grouper grapple this year, we're going to probably put
We'll have
things
you
on
on
a little bit
again,
of
but-
hold, but we'll
Okay.
get back to you on what exactly is happening with the grouper grapple. That's later on in the summer.
Big hand for Ben Duval, everybody from Tuna Skin. Always a good sport, and you can also find him on the dating app near
Listen,
you. So
when you get married, we better get an invite. That's
Yeah,
all I'm
right.
gonna say.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. He's never even come back on the show. All right, before we get to our final guest, who's got some cool things to show off when it comes to hurricanes, and hurricane season begins June 1st. I'm going to read some ads. Don't forget. The Islands Pancake House, everybody. You want to go down and see them. They're hiding behind the big red bus. I don't know if you know the story about the big red bus over there, but the big red bus blocks the Seagrave Plaza because the guy that owns the big red bus also is he's in a big giant fight with the owner of the Seagrave Plaza because the guy with the bus owns the property out in front. He's going to build a restaurant and a furniture store, and he hates the guy that owns the Seagrave Plaza. So he blocks the Seagrave Plaza, and he blocks the Island Pancake House. So you go down to the Island Pancake House. It's in the Seagrave Plaza, and the guy that owns the Seagrave Plaza also owns the illegal parking lot. Only on Fort Myers Beach would this kind of stuff happen. Then the illegal parking lot is in the Mr. Tequila parking lot. But Brian and Stacy at the Island Pancake House are two of the nicest people you're ever going to want to meet. They serve breakfast and lunch. They're open 7 days a week from 7:30 to 2 o'clock. They'll stay open. If you just want to sit there and drink and tell stories or talk about the dating apps that you love to be on, they'll stay as long as you want them to stay because they love Fort Myers Beach. The Island Pancake House is located in the Seagrave Plaza. Also, our friends at Parrot Key, waterfront dining at Salty Sam's Marina, island time all the time at Parrot Key, just on the other side of the bridge in San Carlos Island, which if you ask John King, we're going to own very soon, all of San Carlos Island. And by the way, if you're coming to Wahoo Willie's tomorrow for the show, you better come early, like at 9 o'clock. It opens at 9 o'clock because John King, they got this whole recall thing going on. Only on Fort Myers Beach, everybody. You got 2 town council members that are going to be recalled possibly, and both of them are going to be on the show tomorrow. John King at 10 and Karen Woodson at 10:30. So it's going to be a packed house, so come at 9 o'clock when they open. But I didn't lose my place. Parrot Key is located just on the other side of the bridge. The great Frank Torino performs every Thursday and Saturday night, and they have car shows that happen the first and third Monday each month right through the month of April, which means I need to update this because I think we're in the month of May. Or you can go online and check them out at myparrotkey.com, myparrotkey.com. The Megan Rose Band will be back on right after the show at 12 o'clock. We have 30 minutes. That's when we're going to do the drawing for the prizes. And the big prize, of course, is going to be a pass for 6, including entry to the pool and a cabana over at the Fins Up Beach Club. There are blackout dates for that, but I don't think anybody local will care if they get to hang out over there for free. And make sure you filled out one of the sheets. If you haven't, Bob in the green shirt right here, whose wife isn't around. That's why he's standing around here like this, helping out. Thank you very much. Our final guest is Alex Helms. Alex is from Damn Easy Flood Barriers. And is Alex here? All right, come on down, Alex. He's got a sidekick with him. Alex is also from Starline Homes. So you tell me how you want to start it off, Alex. I know you wanted to talk about both businesses. So we'll just let you kind of lead the. Go ahead, dear.
You just had on as a hard act to follow. So
Oops.
I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not going to ask you about if you're on a dating app. So
Yeah, please.
did you give him my key?
Marie did.
All
Are
right.
you married?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Nice
then you're
and-
not on a dating app.
Nice and close with the mic,
I
Alex.
mean, I would hope not.
So, Alex, before we get to these mechanisms, tell us about Starline Homes. What's that about? Well, tell everybody who you are.
Well, I'm a general contractor on the beach. I live on the beach. Been here since right after Ian. We've done hurricane work in Florida in the past. We helped rebuild up in the Panhandle after Michael hit back in 2018.
Oof.
So we have a lot of experience at.
All right. Which Starline Homes?
We were home builders, new construction, as well as renovation, restoration, single family, light commercial.
I got it.
And that's how we got into these flood barriers. I started looking at them after we had a couple houses that I was redoing, got destroyed during Milton and Helene.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them wouldn't have been destroyed if they'd had these.
Yeah. You know, I don't think people cared too much about these kinds of home protections until Ian came along, and now it's either something like this or something. We had somebody on beforehand, and now we get the Flex Seal for the little things, so to keep the water out. And so, first of all, tell us what this mechanism is right here.
So it's a product that is manufactured in Ireland. It has these, hard to see.
It's all right.
It has these gasket systems that it doesn't take any tools.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is pump it up to the side, and then you pump it up to the bottom.
You mean like a bicycle pump?
Just like that, hand pump,
Oh, I see.
and that'll seal it. That'll seal it to the.
So
to
where
the
am I
surface.
putting that? Where is that going?
Well, a single
She's
one.
doing that to show off her arms because
Yeah.
she swam 20 laps yesterday. So she came home. You should have saw her flexing her arms in the mirror. The
25.
whole thing. 25. Sorry. So you pump that up, and where are you putting that?
This goes on doorways.
Doorways.
Okay, garages, sliders, in front of elevator shafts. There's actually some construction involved on most houses.
What do you mean? There needs to be construction to install that?
There needs to be a flat surface.
Okay.
So if there's like a pavers, what we would do is remove the pavers, like a row of them, pour a little footing so that it sits and it rests. Because when a storm surge comes in, it has a tendency to move.
So that's not something that you're going to install 5 days before a storm. You need to be
prepared for it.
Right. So you need to go to a house beforehand and make sure it's ready. And then what do you store those like they're hurricane shutters? Is that what the deal is?
No, they need to be stored inside.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
But you have them in the house.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or your garage, or
right.
Because the gaskets don't last if they're out in the sun; they dry out.
How long does it take to set it up? Like if a hurricane's coming, how far in advance do you need to?
If it's prepared for setup,
Yeah.
a minute.
Oh, you just put them out there, crank it up, and you're
So
set to go.
So if I have a garage that I don't know, I'm not real good with math, but if I have a garage that's how wide is a garage? 12 feet, 10 feet,
16 foot.
16 feet. How big are they?
These go up to 40 inches.
So that's 12, 24, 36.
I'll just wait.
40.
I'm just gonna wait.
That's what is that?
Do you need
3
a calculator?
plus 3.5
Oh, for
feet.
sure.
Is that 3.5 feet?
About correct.
Oh, where's the bell for that woman? I got that right. So that's 3.5 feet. Thank you. So
I need a slow
wait,
bell.
so 16-foot garage, 3.5 feet. So that means, oh shit, I got to divide 16 by how many do I need, Alex?
For a 16-foot garage,
Yeah.
probably 6.
So how do I know that I guess my question is, how do I know they're going to fit and there's not going to be like a gash
We
at
make
the
them
end?
fit.
How do you make them fit? Do they somehow they move?
Look.
Oh, I see. You can slide them in and out. Okay. So where does that piece go? That piece goes on the end somewhere.
Right.
Ah,
Okay, and it just screws in.
Where does that screw into? The ground?
you got to make a hole.
Not in the cement, though.
Yes.
Yes.
You're making a hole in their cement.
Like this
Dear,
big. A little.
you're going to have all that water coming. There's a lot of pressure
Okay.
behind all that water. It needs to be
So
secured
you-
into the ground.
So as you build the house, you're drilling the hole. No? Or
No,
it doesn't
I mean, 'cause
matter.
we're
Could be
not-
either or.
We're doing these after the house is built.
I
mean,
see.
This is
I apologize for him.
No, I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. Like, you guys are laughing at me like I should know, right?
You should know.
I can't.
My house is 25 years old. I mean, so
25. It's more than that.
so you drill a hole in the ground so that spike can fit in the ground.
So
Wow. Yeah, this is heavy duty. Whoa.
okay, so what happens is
What does that weigh? 10 pounds?
at least
That
That
weighs-
would give you
wait.
a concussion.
Oh, I was gonna say, where's the dog?
so this goes. We would drill a hole. Okay.
Yeah.
This goes down there. It becomes flush with the concrete.
Yep.
It has a little cap. When it's not being used, the cap just goes on top of it. You don't even know it's there.
Oh, okay,
Right.
gotcha.
Um,
So it's not a big hole in your driveway.
no.
I
It's
see
a
what
little,
you're saying.
Yeah.
Put a cap on it.
This
Makes
is
it-
that's set down in. And then
Okay.
you just
Don't
screw
yell
it
at me,
in.
sir. Why are you yelling
It's
at me?
like Legos.
I
You
got
just
all the
put it
math right so
together.
far.
You just put it together.
So
Dang, those things are heavy duty.
so those
Yeah,
are 3.5
very
feet
heavy.
wide.
Yeah.
Are they all the same length, or you got different sizes?
They're all the same length. They do make
They're
some
adjustable.
mini ones.
But they are adjustable. Looks like they
Correct.
slide in.
Yeah, they go all the way
Can
in.
you show how they slide in?
That's the pumping.
They pump back in. You just
Oh, I
Like a
thought
ratchet,
that
you
rubber
just
thing
turn.
pumped out like with air.
No.
I thought that was like a pump that.
You're making
No.
this so difficult. It's pretty simple concept.
this is what gives you.
Look, see? It's
I
going
see.
in and out.
I see. I got you now. I
Thank you
got
for
you.
making it yellow, though. That's good.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, we
Now,
didn't have a lot to do with that.
somebody watching said, Sherry said, I need a taller version. It looks like you can stack them over. Or
You
can
cannot.
stack them. You cannot
No.
stack them. So really, you're just trying to stop the low level storm surge.
Up to 28 inches.
Yep.
Usually, if
Yep.
30 inches. Usually.
What's that you put on there? What's that about?
Just covers up the hardware.
I see.
So after you put it in, pump it up, and you leave, you come back after the hurricane. That valve there, you just turn, press the button, and it deflates.
Oh, wow. I see.
Dang.
So how many of those you think you need on a typical house on the
Oh, here we
beach?
go.
What?
That's-
What's wrong with that
All right,
question?
I thought you were going to ask about the garage again because you already forgot
Well,
that you
I have
asked it.
one
There's
house.
going to be a
with-
fight at home tonight. I'm going to
Jesus.
turn the video camera on
Yeah,
tonight.
welcome
That's where
to
the
the
real
show.
show happens.
We've been married 30 years, too.
Wow.
Yeah. We sleep in different rooms, so
Thank
Whatever
God.
works for you.
Yeah.
that's who I
So how
sleep
many
with.
for?
So as many as little as one or two, depending on the layout of the house. We have one over on Hibiscus. We're putting in 10.
Where are you putting them around? Just the garage, and then where?
The garage, the sliders,
Gotcha.
and the single entry doors.
So they'll buy.
Oh, so it's not like I think you were thinking that you have to do the whole perimeter.
Oh,
of the
no, no,
house.
no, no.
She just
No.
touched me.
Reluctantly, I did, but yeah,
So-
just the openings,
Correct.
just where water intrusion could get in.
Correct.
Now, 10 of them will cost somebody how much? That's what they all want to know.
Just for the product, somewhere around 15,000.
15,000
For
for
like 10
10
of them.
pieces.
Right.
And
And
then,
depending on what kind of, construction that we have to do, if we have to build out some jams to extend to
Mhm.
accept it, which is where Pat comes in. He does all the
But
construction.
that thing's gonna last forever.
Oh yeah, and when you get extra
rubbers?
extra gaskets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we always recommend somebody buy like 10
Change
of
the-
them. Okay, they're only like $5 a piece. So
yeah.
it's
The
nice to have
gaskets.
them. Right.
Now, do you get a discount on your insurance if you have something
That
like
I
that?
don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sounds like a good question, though, right?
Yeah.
So you're okay. Give yourself a bell. So how are you getting the word out to people to look at this as an option for their homes? I mean,
We're doing some advertising on the beach. We're on what's that?
it seems like
Myers
it's.
Beach Living,
Oh, okay.
We've
Yeah.
gotten a lot of
Sandy
calls
said
over
this.
that.
Yep. Yep.
and we've gotten a lot of really word of mouth.
Yeah. How
Where
many?
do you manufacture those things?
They
who
come
came
from
up with
Ireland.
the dis-
Ireland.
Ireland.
Is there
They
a
have
tariff
lot of
on Ireland?
problems in Ireland?
Yeah, we just had to do a 5% increase and probably going to be another 5.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, at least they're not made in China.
No.
Right. So the tariff is only 5% on Ireland
Right now.
Yeah.
That's all they've absorbed some of it.
Ireland.
Yeah. Why is there a tariff on Ireland? I thought we were friends with them. Are we not friends with the Irish?
I wonder
mean-
if Conor McGregor knocked somebody out.
Oh
and-
shit! Not some sense into
I don't know.
those
They may
people.
have pissed somebody off. I have no idea.
So how long does
the
it take to
Irish.
get the house ready for this? Like how long would the construction take?
Again, typical house, 2 days.
All right.
That's it.
And if people want to look into how to get the panels, what do they do?
We're part of the chamber. We're also Starline Homes has
Starline
a webpage.
Homes,
Yeah.
yep.
Starline. Yeah.
Starline Homes, but there are also some videos on the website. What's
Great
the website?
videos.
Yeah. What's the website?
Damn easy.
Damn Easy Flood Barriers.
Correct.
So if you Google,
All you have to do is Google it.
Damn Easy Flood Barriers, there's a bunch of how-to videos. I watched a couple of them yesterday to see how it takes.
So
I mean,
we're also when we get enough of these installed, we're also going to offer a service that, all right, if you got to evacuate, we'll come to the house, we'll put them up, but we have to have enough of them to pay for that.
Right.
And we also don't want to take on too many because if we can't get there.
Yeah.
Right.
If you need to evacuate, you have enough time, like, because usually an evacuation is 2 or 3 days.
That's what he's saying. He's saying if people have
I'm sorry,
to
ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am.
they're
I
gonna
wasn't
provide
asking.
the
I wasn't
service to
asking
come
you
and
the
put them
question.
in.
I wasn't asking
Well,
you.
I'm explaining
I mean,
it to
what
you.
is it today with you? You got to
Ah,
bug up your ass or
Jesus
something. Every time I ask a question, you of the guests, you have to answer it.
I just don't want you to look so
Alex, I don't even remember the question, but
Nor do I.
Yes. So Starline Homes,
We're builders.
where are you building on the beach right now?
Starting a new house on Jefferson.
Jefferson, which is Anita's block. Yes.
Yes.
Lovely street. Yes.
We've done a
She's
bunch
on
of stuff on the
Connecticut.
south end.
No,
at
she's
the
on
private
Jefferson.
tier.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
who's on? Is it Anita on Jefferson or is Anita on? Yes. I thought, where's Barbara Hill? She live on Connecticut or Jefferson or she, where?
Madison.
Madison. Madison,
So you're
Jefferson.
building a
They were
house
presidents,
up.
dear.
This
I
is
don't know if you
brand
knew
new.
that.
Brand new.
Okay, so can people go see the house?
Not yet.
Okay. Where
I
can?
just closed on the lot
Is it going to
last
have
week.
that?
Oh.
Those are going
It's
to
not
be
going to need that.
okay
It's elevated.
because it's
Gotcha.
going to be elevated.
Anything else, Alex? You want people to know about this product or Starline or you
Not really. I do appreciate you having me on.
Yeah.
Or your wife.
or your wife?
No, I
Okay.
kind of don't
You're-
need to talk about that either.
Is she okay?
She's well, thank you.
Okay. You
Your
still,
wife good? Are you married?
are you
Okay,
still
great.
together, Alex?
Oh yeah,
Is you don't use mousse in your hair, right?
I do not.
Okay. It
But I-
hasn't moved
but-
at all.
But thank you for noticing.
He's jealous.
All right. And the name of the product is Damn Easy Flood Barriers. So
And our
thank
company is Starline Homes.
Starline Homes. Big hand for Alex
Thank
and
you.
Pat.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so much for
much.
coming on. Thank you very much. And before we get to our drawing today and the Megan Ruse Band joins up, this just happened to be something that was a coincidence, but it is what it is. One of our last advertisers of the day is the Flex Seal Secure System. You probably, if you were here for that, you saw that the Flex Seal guys, listen, it doesn't matter. We can talk about all these kinds of hurricane prevention tips when it comes to what has happened over the last few years. You saw that Flex Seal has this stuff that you can put on the crevices of your home or any crevice you like. I mean, if that's your thing, the secure system can be installed on a single home or an entire community. It can be deployed immediately and effective. And the coolest thing about the Flex Seal is when you peel it off, it doesn't pull the paint off your house. The average cost of materials for an average home is around $250. And after the floodwaters recede, the product can easily be removed by hand without damaging the surface. Sam Bays was on the show. You saw all the products out here if you were here for the show, or if you saw it on online on the Facebook. Or you can give him a call. Sam is in his car right now. He's probably sniffing the Flex Seal right now because it smells so pretty. 954-282-5400. 954-282-5400, extension 170, or his cell phone. I would prefer you called him on his cell phone and say, how does that Flex Seal smell, Sam? 954-343-3337. 954-343-3337. And by the way, Sam is a certified floodplain manager, so he knows his stuff. Great guest today, great run today, and we are about to give away a great prize. Who wants to pull it out of the box? Any kids left? Kelly, come on down. We're going to have our friends from the Community Foundation come down one last time and pull out the winner. Here we go. It's your choice. You have a choice of the cabana for 6, which includes the entry passes to the pool, of course, a margarita, or 2 parking passes. Somehow I know what the prize is going to be that's chosen.
Yeah. What if I
If you pull out your own name, you are the winner because you were not looking.
It's not me.
The winner is Perry Hansen. Perry and Doreen come to the show every weekend. They sit in that spot every weekend, and they come to the Sunday show, and we appreciate that you guys are here. Now, don't forget now, folks, tomorrow, our show at Wahoo Willie's is at 10 o'clock. Come early if you plan to see the show.
What are you going to choose? Are you going to choose the
Yeah,
cabana?
what would you like? The free margarita? No, they're taking the
I
cabana.
know. You've got your 6 right here.
I need to get they're going to email it to you. Tomorrow's show's at 10 o'clock. Karen Woodson at 10:30 and John King at 10 o'clock. They're going to rebut the recall thing. And so please arrive early so that you can be guaranteed a spot. And we appreciate you all coming out. It's been a great day today.
Yeah, we want to thank, did we thank everybody for the race?
We thanked everybody, overly
And we
thanked
hope
everybody.
Jason is doing well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jason who? Oh, the guy that fell.
Yeah.
Yeah, the man that fell. Yes. Hopefully he's okay. He fell down. He had blood on his head. He had cuffed his knees. He had scuffed his knees, his hands, and he wouldn't go to the
95,
hospital. He would
folks.
not go to the hospital.
95.
Yeah.
And he crushed that race out there.
Thank
He
you to
did the
Brian
race.
over here in the green, sir, for setting up the course. And thank you to Margaritaville. You guys have a
And
great
Lynn Mark
weekend.
for the timing.
Yep. And happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
And
Thank
happy
you.
Mother's Day.
And the
to
Megan Rose,
everyone who's a mom to anybody.
the Megan Rose Band will be back up for another hour, everybody. Thank you very much.